It's the Sunday breakdown, and that means it's mock draft Sunday night live here on RGR. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of new wrinkles post combine. We're going to work through this together. A couple of scenarios. We might even take some trades. This is going to be a great time tonight. Welcome to RGR Football. Hey, Chiefs fans, welcome back. It is a Sunday night. The Kansas Jayhawks are our number one seed, and we're pretty happy around here. But this is football. This is RGR. If you're new, I'm Ryan. This is me going rogue. That's what RGR is. And tonight, it's me solo. Dan was trying to make it, but he had a family thing come up. So it's going to be me and you. You and me. You and me. We're going to take care of this mock draft and get this Chiefs team another rookie draft class that can contribute, that can help them get back to another Super Bowl. That's the goal tonight. We're going to have a good time. Like, sub, hit the bell, especially if you're new. The likes really help us. A lot of stuff going around in Chiefs Kingdom, some new contributors here on YouTube, a lot of the old contributors as well. That's the difference about what we try to do here. We want to include you, the viewer, into this process. That's why we do this live whenever it's possible. So we're going to get into where they are. And tonight, for the first time this offseason, we're going to entertain some trades. Now, I don't know what we're going to get offered. We're going to find out. There's only 2 mock machines that actually have the Chiefs' current draft picks correct, as well as the updates to all the crazy trades that happened this week. So we are going to continue with those. Not to be alarmed or anything, but that's just the way that it happens sometimes. You know, you got to kind of wait for that lag to show up. I am going to try to move it around eventually. But we got to have the accuracy and we got to have all the things that are important because that affects every scenario. And that's what we're doing. We are simulating what the Chiefs front office does. They go through different scenarios. They do all kinds of mocks to say, what if this team does that? What if this team does that? What does that do for us? Starting at 30, I have a feeling we're going to get some offers before that, and that's what we're going to get into tonight. So if you want to support the cause, please do. Appreciate you. The super chats always help. Grabbing some gear in the RGR store. It's all linked below. You can get this trooper guy right here on a shirt for you, and that's always fun. He's kind of like halfway a stormtrooper and halfway not. And for those of you that are in the chat that don't know who I am, my name's Ryan Tracy. I'm a former strength and performance coach, longtime analyst for all kinds of different networks in terms of audio podcasts, video podcasts, this channel. I run Rogue Analytics, the home of the athletic matrix that gives you all the differentials between athletes and how we measure them in the modern day. It's like the next evolution of next gen Spark, that kind of thing. That's what we do. That is coming out this week. You're going to have the first version of Athletic Matrix available as well. So for those of you that are addicted to it and my long-term customers, very much, I should have it a couple weeks early for you. It should be out this week for you. I'm working away on it. I think it's going to be fun. It makes a difference. So without any further ado, announcements out of the way, let's get into what we have cooking. And we are set up here. We're going to entertain all 7 rounds of the mock. We're just going to do one mock tonight. Otherwise, we're going to get into too many scenarios, and there's a lot of other things going on tonight. I know a lot of folks are busy focused on basketball. We also have a new draft show coming on. We're doing a live mock over there on Locked On NFL Draft. You can hear me and Crocker go back and forth and kind of rip it all apart. So, Joe, I appreciate you. I did see you come in. Thank you. And I am going to ask you guys for some selections tonight. So please, especially for you super chatters, the supporting channel, I want to hear from you. So put that out there too. Let's see here. Chris Weeks, I appreciate that. One seed goes a long way, and I know a lot of you guys are Mizzou fans. That is all right. I am glad you're here. Chiefs Kingdom is big enough for all of us. K-Staters, Mizzou fans, you Tiger guys are just fine, and so are us Jayhawks. So sometimes the chat gets a little sideways, but let's keep it clean. So we're going to kick this off and let it come down. I believe my guess is we're going to get a trade offer. I'm going to try to actually blow this up a little bit bigger so it's easier to see for you guys. That looks better to me. Now, we had been getting, as I went through some scenarios last night, we had been getting offers at 13 for the Cleveland Browns to get out of there. It looks like that has not happened. And we came all the way down to 30, and we are on the clock. And I didn't hear the bell, and that's okay. So we have a number of offers, it looks like. We're going to start. If I go back to here, we're going to start here. The Washington team, who is just picking up Carson Wentz, wants to come up to 30 from 42. They're going to include a 4th and a 6th. That's not much value for me. I would consider it, but they don't have a 1 that they're throwing in there. So we're moving back 17 spots. Not really what I'm looking for. The Bengals want us to move back 1, and they'll give us a 5th round for it. That's interesting as well. I wouldn't necessarily want to trade with them. The Texans is the probably the best deal because it allows you to move back. You can still get value, but you should be able to get more than a 6th round pick out of it. So I'm going to counter them. But we also need to see who's available and what has happened in this first round. So a lot of edges have gone, a lot of corners. Stingley, Gardner, Jermaine Johnson went. People pushing him up into the top 5. I don't think his film grades have changed that much. I still think he's still a mid first round pick. He was fine in the testing. His combine wasn't outlandish. So I think Trayvon Walker made some noise. I think he's pushing himself up. I don't know that the same can be said for Jermaine Johnson. I think that's high for him. Ajabo went. Penning is going there. I'm seeing him creep up a lot too. I actually have my mock coming on Locked On NFL Draft for every team this week. Make sure you check that out. They're here on YouTube, and we're also on all the audio platforms. And it's coming down to the value for the tackles. So Penning moving up does not surprise me. Garrett Wilson went. Devin Lloyd went. We saw Dax Hill, a guy that I've been able to get lately for the Chiefs, go a little bit earlier. Karlaftis is an edge that may actually fit Spag's scheme, but he's not explosive. He's not a game changer. He is a power guy. That's A, why he fits, but B, why I don't want him. So that leaves us here with Olave going off the board just before we got on the clock. I think that would have been a good one. Is anything stand out to you guys? Ray says trade with the Texans. I can get down with that. I'm kind of on that right now. Patrick, you should be able to see me now. I'm behind my logo and stuff that usually. So that lets the screen be the biggest. Let's see. Move back and get seen, possibly. Seen. A lot of people have been pronouncing him all over the place. Bill, thank you. Would love Booth or Elam if available. Well, let's take a look. McCrary's there. I think McCrary's fallen. I thought his workout was very smooth. He is what he is on tape. He wasn't a big upside guy in terms of athleticism, but he's crafty and he gets things done. He can play inside or out, and I think that's going to be key for the Chiefs if they did look at him there, if he were available. Kyler Gordon's here. Tariq Woolen's here. Too high for him. His film is still his film. He's still a day 2, like later day 2 guy. Looks like Elam is there. Could even be available later in the round. We're going to explore the trade there with the Texans. But of your 2 guys, it looks like he was there. Let's see. Bill, who else do we have in here? Okay, I think I got that straightened out, Patrick. Derek, saw Locked On NFL Draft where Crocker projected Hamilton to 19. If this happened, would Chiefs possibly trade up to get him? I think that is a possibility. I think he's a guy that can play a little bit of everything for you. I'm not concerned about his 40 time. He is the same guy on film. He's instinctual, and he can do, like I said, anything from nickel to robber to free high to too high. He can do it all for you. So I think it would be worth it. The question would be, can you get a trade partner? That's the last pick, 19 is, with Philly. I'm not sure if that's the way it would come down. Philly might trade with you, but it's going to be expensive, I think. Tatum, thank you very much. And thank you, Derek. How do you feel about George Pickens and Rachaad White? I like them both. Chiefs interview these 2 guys at the combine. Also, Pickens is the wide receiver I hope they pick. Yes, I think he's going to be a second-day guy all day, though. I don't think that the injury is a full recovery yet, and I think teams will wait on him. So I think you can get him. I'm not sure if he'll be there at 60, but let's see what we can do with this trade, because right now, no one's really screaming at me. You guys have seen me take Dotson before. You've seen me take Cam Thomas before. We've taken Drake London before. Kind of the usual suspects there. So I don't think anything's screaming here. Let's explore that trade. It was from the Texans, moving back and giving us a 6th. I don't need a 6th. What I need is to go from 94 to 80. That's what I need to do. That doesn't appear to actually going to be able to happen. So then, can we move up from 133? That's moving back. Sorry about that. That doesn't help us either. So, yeah, that's pretty tough. I mean, I'd take their fourth, but, moving back into the second round so that they can go select a quarterback is not good value for me for what? A sixth round pick? Not really what I'm into. HD Dreamin', let me know. So how do you guys like these odds? I mean, basically just getting a sixth out of it. Maybe if let's add a couple of sevenths and see if they'll bite, moving us up from 6 to 4 with 2 extras. No, let's go from 102 to 80. No, they don't want to get rid of 80. Let's go from 94 to 80. And we'll throw in 2 sevenths. What if we take the sevenths out and we swap sixths? No, they don't want to do that either. What I'm trying to do is compress. I want to get more of the Chiefs picks into the top 100. Unfortunately, the Texans just don't have much to offer there. So what do you guys think? Still try to do this trade if we're not getting like a top 100 value here? What do you think? Hit me in the chat and let me know what you're thinking there. Crowd is growing. Line needs a sheriff. Fair enough. No trade. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, Devonte. Nope. I mean, it's just not good value in return. It makes it very difficult. Like I'm willing. Maybe they want volume. So should I do this, you guys? Should I move up farther into the fourth and give up a sixth and a seventh? I don't really like giving up the sixth, but I'll give up 2 sevenths to get your fourth. But they're not into that. So yeah, that's a problem for me. No deal. Okay, so let's go back to the board. Who is the best value on this board for the Kansas City Chiefs? And we are using our whole 15 minutes on this one, evidently. So that's the way that it goes. Obviously, the quarterbacks are out for us. We have no desire. Kyler Gordon, they're seeing. Zion Johnson, they don't need. Like I said, McCrary, I think you can get him later. Do we have any other offers? Oh, I think I just went to counter this one, and they kind of took us out of the others. So, DeMar Leal, he can play inside outside. He can rush from the interior. I wouldn't call him like, a crusher. I don't know that that's really what you want to pair with Chris Jones. So I kind of take that one out, and we're kind of back to the usual suspects. So, I mean, unless something stands out here, I think this is too high for Cine. We can try to initiate another trade if you guys want. Who you want to go down to? Let's do somebody in the NFC. Let's go to the Giants. We can try to do that and see what we can get done there. So we'll give you our fourth. We're going to move back to 36, and you're going to give us a third. They say they're happy to do it. I don't know why, but okay. So our first 2 sevenths, we get their second and third. It's kind of crazy. What do you guys think of this scenario? Giving up the sevenths to get a third rounder and moving back 6 spots into the second round. Take it now, said Chris. Good trade for a third. You never know. Somebody's going to get the value of Trey Smith. You're absolutely right. It's a very good point, Holly. And by the way, I'm glad you're here. Let's see. No deal on Leal. Yep, I'm kind of with you there, Chris. Take it. Okay, everybody seems to like that. Okay, so we're giving up the sevenths. We're getting an additional third, and we're moving back 6 spots. Let's see just how bad they want draft picks. Hey, they took it. What are you going to do? I was kind of surprised by that, I got to tell you. Okay, so we're off the board here. And now we're back on the board. Let's see. Back on the clock, and now the Vikings want to come up. They want us to go back 10 more spots, and they'll give us a 5th for it. The Redskins want us to move back an additional 11, and they'll give up a 6th and a 7th. Not really interested in that. That's the pick before. Oh, but that's a second round. Oh, that's a second rounder. No, a 5th. Sorry. We're going to call that a counter just for now. Let's look at where the board's at. What did we lose? They went Zion Johnson. I'm sorry, Bernard Raymond is who the Giants took. Then Zion Johnson, Brisker, Cam Thomas went. Christian Harris, that's pretty high for him. and Scene did go. So we lost out on him, but now we're still here. And I like the way that this worked out because I missed this 5 minutes ago. Devonte Wyatt all day long. I should have taken him at 30. I missed his name. So he is the best interior pass rusher of the defensive tackles. Don't know how I missed that 5 seconds ago, but I think that should be that. No worries at all. Let's go. Let's see. I don't see anything else really jumping out at me. London, Dotson. I'm not taking a running back. I'm all down on Devonte. Devonte Wyatt at 36 is crazy. You guys good with this? Oh, Brady's back. I am not seeing. Let's get this pick done and then we'll get there. Okay, so Devonte Wyatt, the best interior pass rusher, is now going to line up next to Chris Jones. Now, let me see what the breaking news is, and I'll tell you what I think, you guys. So, breaking news. I'm looking for it. Okay. So, looks like Tom Brady says, these past 2 months, I've realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands. That time will come, but now it's not. But it's not now. I love my teammates. I love my supporting. I'm coming back from my 23rd season in Tampa. I'd love to tell you that I'm surprised by this, but I'm not. I kind of expected this all along, but honestly, I thought he would like ham it up more. I thought it would take longer. You guys are going to hear my reaction to my mock draft on Locked On NFL, where I did the entire first round for every team. That comes out tonight on audio, tomorrow on video. And I didn't give them a quarterback because I kind of knew this was coming. Some things just don't sit well for a competitor. And no matter how much you think he's the GOAT or not the GOAT or whatever that argument is, Tom Brady's a competitor at the end of the day, no matter what. So I kind of expected this and I acted accordingly. So Crocker's going to try to rip me apart, even though I pretty much anticipated this. Doesn't change anything for the Chiefs. The AFC is still the gauntlet. We'll let Brady and Aaron Rodgers battle it out. The only difference now is Russ is in the division as well as the AFC. Makes things a little bit harder, but I don't think this really changes much. Now let's see. I'm going to take my overlay off here. There. Okay, so now, Patrick, you should still be able to see me, and I'm not blowing anybody off here. I want to make sure I got all the super chatters. Thank you guys for all of your support. Very much appreciate you. HD Dreamin', I think I got you before. Got Tatum. Want to make sure. Any more super chats, you will get your shout out. Okay, so we are back on the clock. No, we are not. I'm sorry. The Patriots are on the clock, and they want out of their pick. We are sitting at 62, and they're willing to trade with us so that we can go up 6 spots, and they want a 6th for it. I will counter that just so that we have that ability should we want to, because I would give him a 7th for it, but I'm going to want a 4th back. Maybe I'll give you a 6th. 6 to get another 4th. What do you guys think of that? Knowing that, look at where we sit. We have our second. We have 3 3s, and then we have a 4th. I'm okay getting out of the 6th and the 7th if we need to. And we'll just take what we want to take. I might even be able to get 6th back. You never know. The question will be whether we want to move back or not. We'll know that after we look at the board. So, Petrie went off. He was a guy I was targeting here in the 2nd round. Oh, this is still, we're not even on the clock yet. So the question becomes, is there anybody that we feel we really want to get that won't be there? Travis Jones, he would be a great pick if we hadn't already gotten the interior defensive lineman. I think that would be a great pick otherwise, but we don't need him. Enigbare, that's too high for him. I think he's a 3rd round grade for me. Christian Watson should be there at 62 when we pick. So the question becomes is what other value can we get? Myjai Sanders is going to be there on the edge. Drake Jackson is still there. Those are both more like linebackers. Same with Nick Benito. More outside linebackers than they are true edges. So is Enigbare as far as I'm concerned. Like Pascal's not explosive enough for me. Ebiketti's interesting. But again, these are all lighter, smaller, shorter arm lengths. Jimmy, pick up the corner from Miss State. That's Emerson, yes. I don't know if he's here. A lot of linebacker value here. Okay, Emerson is here. So let's go back to the trade and see what we can get done. We have 62 and we have 83. We'd be moving up to 54. But again, I don't know that we need to. If we do that, then I think we might have to do something else, probably the wide receiver from North Dakota State. Let's see. We need corner depth, though, you guys. We need corner. They have to get more volume. Emerson would be it. Who else would be it? Kendrick is there. Lante Taylor's there, but that's pretty high for him. Marcus Jones. Yeah, we are thin here at this point. So Emerson probably is, I would agree, he's probably the best on the board at the corner spot. Followed by Kendrick. That's fair. I can live with that. The edges are all about the same. They're all speed rushers, which the Chiefs need. I do recognize that. So a lot of Mafe love, I'm guessing. Where are you guys at? Yeah, exactly. Okay. So let's get this trade done. We're going to go from 62 up to 54 to take our guy. And then, we're going to have 81, 94, 102. We're going to get 125. So that's a 3 for a 2. And they don't want to give up their 6th. So let me take that out. Can I get that? Nope. Okay, let's do it. We're trading away. We're going to see what happens. Got it done. So we are on the clock now at 54 so that we can then take the corner that we want. And I think Jimmy called it. Anybody have a problem with that? Doesn't look like it. Benito, keep bringing Sooners to the squad. Around the other nights, auto pick first. Did you find out what happened or just blew it off as a glitch? I just blew it off as a glitch. I haven't had it happen again. So I don't know. Hopefully it won't happen again tonight. So let's do this and take Emerson, the guy that we do feel is the best available at the position in need. Where did he go? Where did he go? He's down here at 74. That is quite a bit to trade back. Let's see. Oh, man. Okay. I didn't realize it was that far down. Enigbare. Azamo was a good off-ball backer. All right. So we're going to go and take the corner, Emerson, before somebody grabs him. Because last time somebody jumped us and got to where we needed to be beforehand. Let's see. Ticking down. Let's see what all the picks are doing. Parham, Kennard. There went Drake Jackson. There went Nick Benito. Okay, so we're back on. The Colts want us to move back 1 pick. Oh, but they want our extra 3rd. No, thank you. Same thing with Cleveland. No, thank you. We are picking at 81. We earned this. Okay, so now's where it gets very interesting. Because Damone Clark is a guy that can start in the base at the Sam and has better athleticism than Nick, can come in and play in the nickel when they need him. That is something worth coveting. George Pickens is the receiver we talked about. Let's see. We went CB. We want to check out the edge. Skye Moore here at 77. That could make sense. Not exactly the guy that I would pick for this team, but that's me. Wandale, there's Boye, and Chad Muma is still on the board. So we have a couple of linebacker options. We have Boye, who is an upside pass rusher. I think this is a decent range for him. I think he is somewhere between, at the very outset, like a low 2nd into the 3rd round. That makes sense. What are you guys thinking? Dinamock and snag Channing Tindall. Tindall's the man. I'll give you a hint. Channing Tindall's going to be the most athletic linebacker in this draft. Sorry. He plays downhill rather than he's not a coverage guy. But I'm going to give you guys a little preview. Okay, Steve Luma. Thank you. Welcome to Australia. I hope you're doing well down there. Would love to see a second tight end so we can rest up Kelsey for this before he goes through the same year. I agree with that, and that is on my list. This class is pretty thin on talent, though. I got to tell you, for the tight end, should be able to get there somewhere again because we have a ton of picks now. We've been able to stack picks. I'll show you again. We are currently sitting with this third. We pick again in 13 picks, and we pick 10 picks after that. And then we have 20, and then we have 10. So we have 5 picks here in the next 2 rounds. That's pretty good value. So we're going to be able to get the guys that we identify that we want to get. A lot of linebacker options here. There's Channing Tindall down at 103. We can come back and visit selecting him. A lot of Muma love so far. But who's not going to be here in 10 picks? What is it? 12 picks when we pick again. George Pickens is not going to be here. Calvin Austin is likely not going to be here. Simone Clark is likely not going to be there. And Steve, thank you for the support. Appreciate the super chat. We will definitely keep that in mind as we get through the next couple picks. I think we're going to have plenty of options. And everybody, give Aaron a hand, will you? I know Aaron's working on this. Okay, one Pickens vote. Let's see. Yep, we did get Devonte Wyatt. Take Pickens potential through the roof. You're absolutely right, Hot and Spicy. That's kind of my thought too. Like, I see a lot of people projecting him as a top 40 pick. I don't have him at that because he is a risk. But here, I think he's the number one option right here. Boye would be number 2 for me. You're going to hope the Boye's going to drop, and we're going to get a chance at him. Otherwise, we're going to rely on the edge being brought up in free agency, which I do think will happen. And there are some other developmental guys back end of the round. So George Pickens or Boye Mafe, you guys let me know in the chat, and we will make the selection here. Had a Clark one. Pickens. Modfather reference. Appreciate that, Scott. Clark, second Clark. A Calvin. Pickens or Tyndall. Cole wants Georgia Bulldogs. I can understand that. My family are Bulldogs. So, yeah, we go back and forth between Bulldog football and Jayhawk basketball. That's the way we go. Boye, Pickens. Boye, Pickens. Boye, Pickens. I think the Pickens have it, and he is rated higher on here, so I'm guessing this scenario is going to give us Boye a chance later. Let's try it. We'll take Pickens. We'll come back for Boye if he's there in 12 picks. Weidemeyer, Clark went. Moore, Smith, Ruckert, Cook, Muma just went off the board. We are on the clock at 94. The Saints want it and will give us a 7th. Not interested. Thank you very much. What we're looking for is our guy. Oh, he went right before us. Dang it. Okay, that's a problem. We're going to compensate for that here coming up. So Cade Otton is the top, they say, tight end available. Dulcich is better, in my opinion, more of a pass catcher. Jake Ferguson would be my guy after that, to tell you the truth. Now, you're going to see that we have some edge options coming up, too, because we pick again in 8 picks. So, edge-wise, Sam Williams has some off-the-field stuff. I haven't been able to dig into it. I don't know exactly where I'm going to like to take him. So, we're going to leave him be for right now because I don't even know his true availability. I believe there's some legal stuff still kind of in the works. Tyreek Smith is there. The other Oklahoma edge, Isaiah Thomas, is there. D'Angelo Malone is there. Now, the reason Tyreek is an actual power end, he can play inside as well. So he can deal with the power aspect. Whereas Isaiah is more outside. Like, honestly, I don't know that I'd put him up here. D'Angelo, Dominique, Gunter, Moon, they're all outside. Barno, especially, like 3-4 outside linebackers. They rush from a 2-point stance. You're not getting in the dirt with them. So for me, it's Tyreek Smith here between now and 112. That's what we got to look at. So the best value may be Quay Walker at linebacker because Muma just went off the board. Let's see. Edge or safety? Safety is going to be interesting. There's Channing. We might have a chance at him as well. Troy Anderson's the other main coverage linebacker. Really like him. I think we'll target him in a pick or two. What do we have left pick-wise? I just had a team. Stop it. Okay, so we have this one, 102, and then into the 120s. That's where we're going to have to be careful. So it's Quay Walker now, or it's Anderson later is the way that I'm thinking now. Like, as much as I like Tyndall, he's not a coverage linebacker. That's what they need. So where'd Troy go? So it's Quay now or Troy Anderson next time. What do you guys think? Okay, good to know, Bill. I did not realize that. Jared says the same thing. Okay, good. I'm glad. I must have missed that. Bonnie McMurray? Bonnie McMurray's in here? I didn't know that. Quay, Troy, Walker. Quay. Wait on linebacker, said Ryan. Okay. So we have those two options. What do we like here? Robinson's all right. I won't go running back. We're not into the 4th round yet, you guys. On to Taylor, but we have a corner. Kyle Phillips is a developmental guy I really like. So we could go edge, linebacker, or tight end. I don't see a safety that's really piquing my interest that will fit. We should be able to get Mathis or Cross or Anderson later. Oh, Brian Cook. That's a guy I really like. He brings the thunder. So let's narrow this down. Let's do Quay Walker now or Dulcich now. What do you guys got? Never enough secondary help. That's fair. Quay. Linebacker now. That's Quay. It's 2 votes for the LB here. Dulcich, Quay. Cook later and go LB. That's kind of where I'm thinking too. Marcus is on Dulcich. So is Mark. We're still no. There's more Quay. Okay, so we're gonna go Quay and we're gonna come back for the tight end. All right. So we make Quay Walker our selection. So, 4th for a 3rd. No thanks. Okay, so we are back here. Dulcich is still on the board. So we got the linebacker. We have the wide receiver, got a corner, got a defensive end. So we can go tight end here. We can look at safety. Is this our last pick for a while? I got to double check. Yeah, this is our last pick for a while. So let's double check the safety rankings and see where they are. Okay, Brian's going to be there forever. So Mathis is the next one to fall. I can understand that. I like Nick Cross better, so we should have a chance at him. Then Anderson, then Cook. Actually, I'd probably take Cook over Anderson anyway. Cross is a little more coverage. Cook is a little more gusto, a little more take the Dan Sorensen role, be in the box more. I like that. So let's see. What do you guys got? We got here. You guys are thinking Dulcich. Okay. I can get down with that. Again, this is to protect Travis Kelce, give him another pass catcher. They carried 4 at times last year. So this is not bumping Jody Fortson. This is not bumping Noah Gray. It gives them options. You can always split Jody out as a big slot receiver. He doesn't have to play the Y. So that allows us a little bit more breathing room, honestly, in terms of positional fit. Yeah, I'm liking where we're going. So I'm leaning towards Dulcich. What do you guys think? Dulcich, yay or nay? 1-4. 1 for Nick Cross. I think we can come back for Nick next time. Another Dulcich vote. Keep coming, you guys. Keep coming. Yay on Dulcich. Okay, I like it. I think we're all feeling like another weapon is a good thing. So Dulcich becomes a Kansas City Chief. I like that. Alec Pierce just went. If we hadn't gone wide receiver earlier, I'd feel good about that. Let's see. Kobe Bryant went off the board. He was another guy that I was looking a little bit further down. Trey Anderson just went. Now we're back on the clock at 125. And we have Nick Cross available, as we had hoped. We have Jerome Ford here. Now this is the time here. What are we in the? We in the fourth or are we in the fifth? We're still in the fourth. Okay. This is the time where I would entertain, like, you could possibly go running back. I don't think they should because we still want to get an edge, which we have options for, and we still want to get this safety. So the edge becomes the question mark. D'Angelo's the top rated right now at 162. I like him. If you guys haven't seen me review him yet, you will. Cross is probably the top safety. Cook would be the second safety available right now. I do not like Sterling Weatherford's game quite as much, so I'm feeling we can get both those guys. So do you guys want Cross and D'Angelo, or do you want Cook and D'Angelo? Sounds like Cross. Josh Williams. Which one's Josh Williams? Did I miss something? See, this is, oh man, we could get Khalil Shakir. We could get my boy Stearns. Cross, Malone, easy, said Ryan. Cross, D'Angelo for sure. I think we can come back, Mark, and get D'Angelo. I'm not concerned about that, given where they have him ranked. I think a fourth-round pick for D'Angelo is true to form for real as well. Josh Williams, Fayetteville. I have not watched him yet, Ryan. So I'd take your word. Chris, I like Shakir as well. Let's do this. Let's try and trade back to Green Bay's selection and see if we can pick up another pick, because now we like the talent that we're getting. Now we can trade back and feel comfortable, right? So let me get with the pack, and we'll let you come up, you guys. We just want your fifth rounder. Okay. We'll even go back that for. Ooh, they don't want to trade. They are not interested in trading. Fine. Doesn't hurt mine. I'll talk to the Bucks. So Bucks, we want to go back. We'll drop down 4. We would just want your fifth rounder. Nope, they're not interested either. So that's probably not a big enough drop, is basically what it is. And we have 133. So that's going to be tough pickings. Let's try the Saints. Saints, y'all want to come up? We just want your fifth to go with it. What about sixth? No, they don't want to go up to sixth either. Nope. Oh, maybe about all of them. So we let them come up twice. We get 136, 160, and then 216. What do you guys think? Yes or no on this trade? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Going back with the Saints, we're moving back 9 picks. I'm sorry, 11 picks. No, maybe. Yes. Do it. Yes. Okay, I think the yeses have it. So we're going to do that. I think we're still going to get a lot of players that we like. So we let them go. And I'm just going to pause it, hopefully, so it doesn't skip us, because I want to make sure that we're picking our picks. Okay. So we're back on the clock at 136. Now, what did we lost? We lost D'Angelo. Of course. Of course we did. Somebody jumped up and grabbed him 32 spots early. Okay, well, we have everything else that we want. So let's go. Our highest rated player was the guys we were looking for. Where'd it go? Where's Cross? All right, we're just going to look for him. No. Okay, Cross is still here at 127. We will take him next, and then we will come back with Dominique Robinson would be the next one to fall. Not quite as good as D'Angelo Malone, I agree, but he is there. And then we can come back with the wide receivers. Okay, so right now, top ranked, Shaquille's at 136, Cross is at 127, so we got to take him first. So we'll take Cross. We're going to let it tick down. Ridgeway. There's Josh Williams, you guys. Saw Ford go. There went Cook. He was our fallback. So now we are looking at Dominique Robinson, Khalil Shakir. I believe we have 2 picks left. Let's double check that. Yep. We have this 5th and the 6th. So we are in good shape. So Shakir's highest, so we'll take him next. Or should we? Nope. Let's do this. Let's take the pass rusher. Because everyone's jumping up to get them. And we have multiple options at wide receiver. Roby Dubs is still there. You're right. And exactly, you guys. Like, there's options at wide receiver. So that's why I went and took the edge so we don't miss out on that, because he was really the last guy on our board that we wanted, right? He still was a fit. Now that's coming off. We're going to watch the wide receivers because we did lose out on Shakir, and that's okay. Oh, wait. Oh, 213. Here we go. Okay, so Velus Jones is here. One of the fastest times at the combine. Dontario Drummond's here, and Jarrett Stearns is here. Those are our 3 options. I like them all in different ways. I think both, let's see, is Drummond, I thought he came in at 601. Yeah, he's 6'1". So Drummond, Toure too. People like him as well. I'm not as high on him, but Velus Jones, Dontario Drummond, they can both play outside at the X. Jarrett Stearns is a slot. He's a little muscle hamster. He is a slot guy though. And this is our pick in the 6th. So yeah, that's what I was thinking, Chris. Let's see. Yeah, I saw that. Got a Drummond vote. Got a Velus vote. Let's see who else. Robinson. Let's see. Okay, Velus looks smooth in the gauntlet drill. He did, absolutely. O-line depth, I don't think they need. If they're likely, they're going to go out and get a swing tackle in free agency is the thought. So I think that's where it's at. Jeremy, you have a very, very good point, and not just to chime in on, but yes, you do have to watch that. But Velus showed up at the Senior Bowl as well, so I'm confident at this level it's not a wasted pick. Jones, Drummond. Let's see. Anybody else? Teddy said Rambo. I don't know, man. I think Jones and Drummond are better. Myself, we have a Stearns vote. We don't have any offers on the table, so we could try to go back with the Cardinals, maybe, see if we can pick up a pick. Okay, I'll give you that. I want that and that. Nope. No interested. I don't think we're going to get a trade here at this point, you guys. So just flip a coin. All right. Best guy on the board. I love Jarrett Stearns, and you guys know that, but I picked him a couple of times, so I'll take him out of the scenario. So Drummond at Ole Miss or Velus, I don't know, at Tennessee, or even Rambo. I think bigger upside is Velus, better right now is Drummond. So what I need is somebody that can get on the field. Teddy, you're right. Rambo is a Kendrick Bourne type slot. I don't think he's there yet, though. He needs a lot of development, in my opinion. And you still have McColl there. That's my problem. I need somebody that can line up outside. And so for me, it's between Velus or Drummond at this point. Velus, I think they're the same size. I think they're 6'1" each. Yeah, they're both 6'1", or he's 6 foot, 190. Drummond 6'1", 204. So let's go Drummond. You guys good with that? A lot more votes for Velus, actually. All right, 1 Drummond. Ryan's in on it. Thank you, Teddy, by the way. I appreciate that. Yeah, Marcus, I do think he's more NFL ready today. That's my thought. Yeah, I think that's what we got to do, you guys. Devonte doesn't agree, but Marcus does. Drummond, there's a Jones. There's another Drummond. All right, here we go. Drummond's ours. And that will complete this draft. So what we were able to do is get wide receiver depth in two different ways, with Pickens being the guy that's going to start for you. And then Drummond can come along. I think we easily could have had Stearns as well. I do think all those wide receiver positions were pretty on. We missed out on the edges early. So that's a problem with this draft. If I had it to do again, I would definitely want to go back up and correct that. But ended up with the corner that can start in Emerson. Devonte Wyatt's the best interior pass rusher in this draft. So now you have he and Chris Jones together, and that will make up for what would have to be two older signings, Josh Kando, Mike Dana, that kind of thing. Not the best scenario. This is probably not our best work. I'm sorry I led you astray there on some of the trade backs. That's the risk you take when you trade back, though, and I think we have seen some of that happen. But came back with Quay Walker, who can play all three downs. Hasn't had to, but I think that he can. I know that he can, and I think he would make an impact as well, especially in the base. So really like that one as well, inside the top 100. Dulcich at 102 gives another pass catching, like guy with a little bit of wiggle, can block, can do a little bit of it all. Then Nick Cross, the safety from Maryland, again, can do a little bit of everything. Probably not an impact day one guy, is my thought, but that's me. And then a developmental edge, another Kano type in Dominique Robinson, except Robinson was productive in college. He just played at a lower level, so that's a big deal. And then Drummond. I don't think Drummond actually sits that low when it's all said and done, but that's me. So how do you guys feel about it? Miss Holly, what do you got? Thank you. And I'm very happy. Sorry to interrupt the Tom Brady breaking news. That's the way that it goes around here. But thank you for your support, Holly. Appreciate that. And Holly, we need to talk in the Discord because I have an idea that I would like to involve you with. Did you see the Skye in the first? I didn't see that. I have heard that before, though. Yeah, I agree, Ryan. Skye at the 62nd, sure. But yeah, I have yet. Dan's handling all the skill guys in the film reviews, so I have not watched Skye Moore. I'm watching the big ones, so I can talk about the top 100s. And Skye's now on my list because of the combine, but Dan's got most of that locked down. So, Marcus, I'm with you. I don't think either of them has a first round grade for me. I know Christian Watson doesn't. And I'm pretty sure Dan's going to be the same way. So that's a good point, Ryan. Folks, if you would hit that thumbs up for me, that helps. And it lets other Chiefs fans know that this is worth your time in watching. So like, as well as the sub and click the notification bell so you find out what happens. That's how more people find out about us and about this channel and what we do. So I do appreciate that. Bill, what did you have? Now that Patrick is married, the front office will be busy finalizing now a flurry of moves that will get us under the cap. Yeah, like I'm sure it's all just there for the signing. Patrick should be going away for a honeymoon though, but he does have to sign that reduction. Actually, no, he doesn't. We found that out last year. Patrick doesn't actually have to do anything for them to execute that roster bonus conversion. So he can go on his honeymoon. He's absolutely fine. They'll take care of it. Let's see. Yes, if you would please like before you leave, we'd really appreciate it. And Bill, thank you very much. And I do think there will be those moves. I know that they're still trying to trade Frank Clark. It's out there. I don't think they're going to get any serious offers, but they're going to hold on to it until they can't. And so maybe that happens by Tuesday. We're going to find out. The 16th is the first day of free agency. So they got to get under by that. So that's what we're thinking again. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I appreciate your time and hanging out with me. And I think next week we'll try to do it live again. I can't guarantee that, but we'll give it a shot and then we'll get into it. Check out Locked On NFL Draft. Check out Locked On Chiefs because Chris and I go back and forth. We're going to do a mock there tonight as well. So you'll have that. And Q&A tomorrow night at 6 p.m. just like normal. And I'm sure we'll talk about Tom Brady and whatever else and what the Chiefs have to do to get back to that Super Bowl. That's what I'm looking for. Appreciate all the support tonight from everyone. Guys, give Aaron a hand, will you? Marcus, what are your genuine free agent expectations? I appreciate that you liked it. Thank you, Marcus. I do think it's going to be a quiet day or two to begin with. I don't think they're going to get on the big money guys. But I do think after that, it's going to start to pick up steam. Expect wide receiver, expect edge, expect linebacker. Like veteran type linebacker that can help bring that room along. That's kind of what I expect. So Hope you guys had a good time. I will see you all tomorrow at 6 for the Q&A. Take care, and I'll talk to you then.